In today's Clash Royale video, we are using this 2.5 elixir miner cycle to push life to number 1 in the entire world in Clash Royale. This deck is absolutely crazy with the Goblin Gang for more pressure. Also, Goblin Gang actually pushing a Mighty Miner tower can be crucial. We got a really cheap cycle with the miner, with the Wallbreaker, and don't underestimate the cannon after nerf. The cannon is still a really good card. If you guys don't want to miss any videos like that in the future, want to see me pushing against the best players in the world on the number 1 spot, make sure to subscribe, make sure to give a fat thumbs up on the video, and also make sure to use creator code in the shop, and also let me know which new update deck, which deck with new cards, or like which deck in general I use in the next video to push to number 1 in the world live. I really want to do it in the next couple of days, so let me know in the comment section right now. Pause the video. And now, let's go. We're going into this game against Archer Master. I'm just gonna go for my Goblin Gang split in the back, and it's going to be Expo, which is one of the harder matchups. So, for sure, I'm not really too happy about that, but I will try my absolute hardest to kinda, get at least a good performance going. So I'm using my Wallbreaker. No, I'm using Mighty Miner plus Cannon here. Using my ability here, let's go. And I guess I can easily go in for my Wallbreaker split. The best play he could do is going in for Archers in the middle. That's exactly what he does. So the problem with this matchup is I don't have a big spell, so it's always like that, right? I'm starting recording a video, I got a really good win streak, I didn't lose a single game with this deck yet. For sure, when I'm playing, when I'm recording, I for sure get one of the hardest matchups. This is what I need to deal with. This is the bad life from a YouTuber. So, I guess I'm just gonna go miner plus this here. I'm also gonna drop my Wallbreaker now. He's using a Fireball, he's using a Log. Now we still might get a connection. No, we do not. This is unfortunate, to be fair. This is a bit unlucky also. At least in my mind. So let's see what he does at least against the Goblin Gang. Still a really good push from our side. Waiting for the Wallbreakers a bit. So in case he goes in for a Fireball, he doesn't get too much swag on top of that. So my Fire Spell is not connecting. Using my Log here. Using my Bats here. And I guess I'm just gonna go miner here. I'm gonna go for my Wallbreaker now. Once again, at least the miner is getting some chip damage. He goes in for Fireball. He plays the Fireball with light, and we got at least a good damage advantage. Even double, triple against Expo is not what we want to see. Also, Goblin Gang isn't really too effective against Expo. I guess I'm just gonna go for my gang here. Let's see, he uses his archers, which is already okay for me. At least, like, his archers are gonna die. This is fine, this is great. And what I'm gonna do right now is just gonna go miner here, since he could go for Fireball. Wallbreakers like this. Using my Log now. Now we have the problem I was kind of talking about. He gets a ton of damage. Okay, not optimal. I'm just gonna go for my gang here. Miner is coming down. Let's go. Okay, at least we're going in for this here. I'm gonna go for my cannon here since I feel like he will drop this. Let's go. Cannon, Fire Spirit. This is fine. This is alright. I'm chilling. Let's see what he does now on the left. Okay, that was actually a really good play on his end. So I'm using my boy here. Mighty Miner just like this. Log like that. Can the Fire Spirit splash? Let's go. Miner like this. And Wallbreaker just like this. To kind of pressure him a bit. He needs to use a Log at least, which is fine. Okay, I could use the ability. But I don't really see the point of doing that. So I guess I'm just gonna use my Wallbreaker here. Using my gang now. Going also for a Log here. Please get the Expo down. Please get the Expo down. Okay, we are fine. What a game. We're playing it so far so good. But we still need to be alive in the next time. So I'm using my Fire Spirit here. Using my Mighty Miner. Using my Miner like this. Already going in for Miner on top of the tower. Also like killing the Expo in a pretty great way. Also really bad play on his end. With the Knight. Okay. I'm gonna do just using my Expo here. This. Okay, let's see what he does next. We're gonna get some decent damage off of that. I'm also gonna use my ability here, just trying to get some value. Using my cannon now like that. Mighty Miner like this. Miner like that. Log like this. Wallbreaker just like this. Can we get the Wallbreaker on tower? We do. I mean, not on tower, on top of the X. This is great. 20 seconds remaining. Going for a Miner now. Miner's coming down. Let's go. He's going to throw a Fireball. I can go in for a log. And now it's just about getting the chip damage in, which we need. I'm using another Goblin Gang Bridge. I'm using another sort of Miner here, which is great. Using my log here. And I guess this is it. I don't know how we won this match, or we played this absolutely incredible, absolutely out of our mind. I love this deck. This is the deck I want to use this season. Really, really, really great deck. And I guess we also get like some decent trophies at least, like plus 20, which is fine at this range. And we're currently, after this game, we are 4th in the world, and we are not stopping now. We are going into this game. We're coming a bit late, to be honest, since, yeah, just like my PC had some problems, but still fine. He played a mini packer. He also had a zap, so this is pretty interesting, to be fair. So I'm using my ability here, using also my gang. And I guess I'm just going to go Wallies here. Let's see how it's going to respond to the Wallbreaker. He could go in for a log here. I don't really exactly know what he's playing, to be honest. So still a bit shaky. Looks like it could be like a minor cycle deck. Could be something else. But he has the zap. He has the Archer Queen. He has the mini P. So I guess I'm just going to go for the miner here. Also going for Fire Spirit here, just in case he drops his own bats. Let's go. And we get some decent bats chip on the tower. I guess I'm just going to go for this, using my log here. Just pull this good old body back. And just want to make sure we defend it pretty clean. I think this guy is for sure Mega Knight. At least that would make sense. But he has Skeletons. So that's like kind of the thing I'm really, I don't know. I wouldn't say worried, but kind of surprised about. So I guess I'm just going to go mine. He also has logs. So I'm using my Mighty Miner here. Using a miner in the back now. Using my Wallbreaker. And it seems like he still needs to use a zap, which he does. And our miner doesn't really get any chip damage. So, I mean, it could be a snipe technically, since this deck is pretty weird. But we just hope for the best. So I'm going to use my miner now on top of the tower. Using my bats now. Wallbreakers just like this. Gang like that. Fire Spirit is coming down. Really good Fire Spirit. Need to go for this here. Okay, let's see what he does next. I guess I'm gonna go minor bats. I'm also gonna go for my log. Since I think that might be the play. We might get a connection. No, we do not. Okay. So I'm using my Goblin Gang here. Using my Fire Spirit like this. Okay, so Warbear coming down the right side, he drops this here. So what I'm gonna do right now is just using my cannon. I'm gonna go use my miner. Okay, also has giant. This is quite interesting. So I'm using my log here. Fire Spirit is coming down. Using my Wallbreaker here defensive. Okay, he drops his bat. So this is fine. I'm using my cannon like that. Using my miner here, using my bats. Gang is coming down. Fire Spirit is coming down. Using my Wallbreaker now to kite this. Really good kite. And also should be a double wall use connection. So I'm using my bats now. And I guess it also makes sense for me to use a mine on this side. And now using my Wallbreaker. Using my cannon now. I guess we get a... Okay, no, we do not get a Wallbreaker connection. I'm still gonna use my ability since I think it's a worth it ability here. He has a free cut cycle, which we need to be, yeah, for sure carefully about. Using this now, using my wallies here. Abilities coming down, let's go. Cannon is coming down. Fire Spirit, please, let's go. Fire Spirit did his job. Using my boy here. Miner. Wallbreaker, log. He needs to go for his own log at least, which is great. Using this now, using this now. Okay. Miner. This, please. No! Such a close game. He played so well. He had the zap, he had the log, he had the arch grab. We still almost won the game. So damn well played for both of us. Minus 44, but it really actually hurts. I'm honest. Also, guys, a bit sad news. We also dropped a ton of ranks on the leaderboard. We're currently just 8th place in the world, but we still continue grinding. Going into this game against Petro, I'm just gonna give him a good luck and let's see what he does. We're going in for the fire, for the bats in the back. And going in for Wallbreaker split here. Okay, he goes in for Archer Queen once again. You hate to see Archer Queen, to be fair. I'm using my fire split now. I'm using my miner now. I guess I'm just gonna go gang here. Really solid gang. Also my fire split connects here, so I guess the best play I can do right now is just gonna go for my bats here, just to make sure. And I guess he has rockets, so I'm pretty happy about him not being able to get as much value as he wants to. I'm using my Wallbreaker now. He's gonna log, which is completely fine for me. And I guess going in for a fire split plus miner here is fine. He most likely goes in skeleton size, so he doesn't really have anything to catch my miner. Miner's gonna get some decent amount of chip damage here, or forcing out Archer Queen. Actually, well placed Archer Queen by him. I'm kind of like predicting all the stuff or like the moves I want to do. So I'm using my log now pretty early just to make sure to killing that. So I can go now for my gang here. Since the gang still gets like some decent counter push value, he just drops a defensive miner, which is great. He needs a log there. And I guess, I'm just gonna go Fire Spirit here, using my miner now. 3, 2, 1, go. Going now for a log, since he will play skeletons. Really good miner log combination, as you guys can see. The chip damage is there. And if a miner, like if you play a miner control like this against another miner control like which he has rocket especially, you need to get the early chips. So I guess I'm just gonna go Wallbreaker up lane his skeleton or the cycle, which is the cheapest answer against that. So he's gonna drop his Archer Queen, which is okay. Still, the Goblin Gang does a pretty good damage here. Also, he had to use his mine on defense, which is also pretty great. And I guess going in now for my bats here. Really good bats. And I am just gonna go gang here. He's going for his Inferno, okay. Good to know, dude, that you like a dad. Using my log now. So we still got a pretty great damage advantage. I always want to cycle my Wallbreaker to the right just to bait out stuff. Using bats here, using my Wallies. Using my log. And as long as I always get some chip damage, I'm fine. I for sure want to know when it's like East person cycle, when it's skeleton out of cycle, and also when it's deliveries out of cycle. So using my bats now. Log. Okay, he needs to use a delivery at least, but he has now a 3-card cycle going, which is annoying. This game could still be really, really rough, so using a Mighty Miner now. Perfect Mighty Miner placement, which is great. But he also, okay, there was a really bad E-Spirit on his end, so I can use my miner now in the back. Miner will hopefully get decent amount of chip damage. Yes, my miner is absolutely chipping away, and he needs to go for a royal delivery, so we're kind of getting back on our really huge damage advantage, which we also want to get. By the way, thank you so much for all the support. I know why I'm saying that now, but in the recent videos for everyone who's using code MOUT, and I have so much fun right now doing YouTube. Views are absolutely insane, so I'm just pretty thankful that so many people are supporting me. Even I'm doing that already for such a long time. So I'm using my miner here. I'm using my log here. Spear Gumps get some decent amount of chip. Miner will get 2 more shots on top of the tower, which is great. And I guess I'm just gonna go Mighty Miner here plus Wallies. Okay, which is great. A Mighty Miner might get on tower. Okay, I'm just gonna use this here. Using my log here, might get some chip. No, I do not. But my miner gets 1 important chip hit on the tower. Okay. That he goes in now for rocket is pretty obviously, so I want to go for a miner now. Miner's coming down, log is also going down. Okay, I want to chill now, want to go for my fire spirit here also, want to go for miner now, want to go for log. Okay, this is fine, at least it seems fine. Miner. Log. Okay, using now my gang here at the bridge, using my mighty miner now. Okay, miner's coming down, log is coming down. Wallbreaker are coming down. Can we get the chip damage we need though? He has rockets, so I know that. I'm gonna go now for my miner here, and his rocket will do enough. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's a rough matchup. We had 3 rough matchups today. I guess we do one more game. At least like kind of winning the last one is pretty important. But yeah, I still think that's the thing, right? I could like not upload this, but I still want to upload since this is kind of what's happening, right? I want to go to push number 1 in the world, but you not always scared. As you guys can see before that, it's not a bad deck. I actually start using the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. I won of this deck. It's an absolutely great deck. Beating Riley here, beating the best, one of the best players in the world, the best logger player. Beat a ton of X, beat a ton of RG, back to back actually also with the Mother Witch. And I would say let's just do one more game and close out today's video with a win. We go into this game against Ian, who is considered to be one of the best players in the entire world. So I guess I'm just gonna go miner here. I'm just gonna go gang here. I know he plays most likely Hog AQ. Firecracker is pretty annoying, I'm honest. But I'm trying my best to work out of that. So I'm using my bats now, using my fire split opposite lane. Cannon like this. Using my mighty miner now, and hopefully make sure the hawk doesn't get any shots. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see what he does next. Okay, I'm using my ability here, which is okay to kill that, and I guess Bats Log is pretty good activation, or like a pretty good defense against the Hawk Rider, but I also really want to make sure that I activate King Tower pretty soon. So I'm using my Log now. And we get a connection, let's go. I'm using my Mighty Miner now at the bridge. Using my Bats now. And using my Miner now opposite lane. Let's see what he does now against that. Mighty Miner is still alive, let's go Mighty. Using my ability now. And I guess I'm going for 2 licks of Wallbreaker. I don't know how much licks he has, but he shouldn't have like that much, so... Okay, at least I can go in for bats here. I just hope he doesn't have Ice Split back. Okay, he doesn't. Which is cool. Using my miner now in front of the tower here. Just trying to get some extra value out of that. He's using a cracker, which is fine for me. Since the cracker doesn't do the job, and this is also a thing when I was talking to Ian about Hawk Firecracker, which he's always criticizing. Yet I don't know, like the Firecracker Summit is pretty dumb. He's a really dumb card, and you just need to get his focus in a better way, I guess. So I'm using my Log here plus Mighty, fully counter the Hawk Rider, which is great. And I guess using this here. Using miner now, using this now. Let's see if he's gonna catch that. It seems like he does. So I'm using just my fire split here, just trying to get some extra chip, which is great. Using my cannon now like this, just to pull that one. And I'm now using my miner. Using my Log here, which is okay. Log is coming down. Miner will get some decent amount of chip damage. Using also my not firecracker, my fire split just to pressure a bit. And now I'm using my miner here, using my Log. Let's see what he does next. He's using his firecracker, but bats are connected, fire split's logging on, woo! Woo, woo, woo! Okay, using my cannon here, using also my mighty miner. Mighty miner is coming down. And I'm just gonna wait until he plays like his Valk or something in the bag. So I'm using my Log here, since I could imagine going in for skeletons. No, he does not, so I'm using my miner now. Using my ability, let's go. Miner won't get any chip damage, which is unfortunate. I'm using my gang here. Just to apply some extra damage. Using my Wallbreaker, using my Log here, using my cannon plus bats. And he goes in for Ice Split, which won't be enough. He also needs to go for skeletons. I just need to get some miner chip. He needs to go in for this. We're going for the Log here. Miner gets 1 shot. Miner doesn't get 2 shots. So I'm using my Wallbreaker here just at the bridge. It seems like he is going in for the EQ to cycle. Which is actually crazy to think of. I'm using my miner now at this spot. Let's see what he does. Miner is gonna get 1 shot on top of the tower. Is gonna get 2 shots on top of the tower. And this is it. We are beating the best Hawk Rider player in the world. Number 1 in the world season finisher, and we get also plus 37 trophies. So at least we got some trophies back. This is like the thing, if you're really high, you will always face lower people 99% of the time. We finished today's video 8th. For sure, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We didn't get number 1 in the world, but this is what we're gonna try tomorrow again. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, want to see me pushing with different decks to number 1 in the world, let me also know in the comment section which number 1 deck I should use next, and I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much for using Create a Good Morton in the shop.